some of the things that Jesus talked to his disciples about the night before his betrayal, the night before he knew that his time had come and he was ready to do the Father's will and complete the reason why he came to earth. We have a song this morning that we're going to learn. It's a scripture song, which is the last verse that I want to focus on. So it kind of prompted me to talk about the things that led up to what he told them before his prayer that he had, in the garden, before the betrayer came, of course, and he went into their hands. But anyway, I know that these things can be encouraging and uplifting to us as well. They're not just to the, speaking to the disciples. So that's why I thought it would be good to talk about them. It was very encouraging to me, and the words of the song, I think, is a very encouraging and hopeful song. I know that you will be uplifted by it. So Jesus tells his disciples a lot during this time that he's with them. He teaches them many things. First of all, through washing their feet, telling them of a place he's prepared for them, teaching them that they were the branches and he was the vine, and that they were not of this world, just as he was not of this world. He also revealed to them, of course, that one of them would betray him. He tells them, "This is my commandment, that you love one another, just as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that one lay down his life for his friends. And you are my friends, if you do what I command you." So that's us included. "But now I am going to him who sent me, and none of you asked me, 'Where are you going?'" And their hearts were sorrowful. But he explains it would be to their advantage. And Aaron talked about this last week, that he would send the helper, the Spirit of truth, which would guide them into all truth. "For he will not speak on his own initiative, but take of mine and disclose it to you." Then Jesus said to them, "A little while and you will not behold me, and again a little while and you will see me, and because I go to the Father." And they said, "What is he talking about?" among themselves. And of course he knew this, that they were wanting to ask him, even though he had mentioned things about this before, that he would be returning to the Father. Like in John 7:33, "For a little while longer I am with you, then I go to him who sent me," that he was talking to the Pharisees at that time. But he knew that they wanted to ask, so he explained by comparing it to a woman in childbirth. And this is verses 20 through 22. "Truly, truly, I say to you that you will weep and lament, but the world will rejoice. You will be sorrowful, but your sorrow will be turned to joy. Whenever a woman is in travail, she has sorrow, because her hour has come. But when she gives birth to the child, she remembers the anguish no more, for joy that a child has been born into the world. Therefore you too now have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart will rejoice, and no one takes your joy away from you." Then Jesus talked more about his Father and how he loved them because they had loved him, the Son, and that he came from God and was going back to his Father now. The disciples declared that they could see that Jesus knew all things and had indeed come from God. Then Jesus said, "But a time is coming and has come when you will be scattered, each to his own home. You will leave me, yet I will not be alone, for my Father will be with me." And this is the last verse that he said to them. "These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you have tribulation, but take courage, I have overcome the world."